So what about you, Castro? In your opinion, how we can nurture a healthy and a long-lasting relationship with our email subscribers and turn them into our buyers? And if possible, can you tell us a case study about when email marketing go right or one when it's go wrong? Because we want to see it on both sides.
There we go. I can click buttons. All right. So one story that just resonates right off the bat, because I think it was honestly a pretty easy step, is that we had a company that sells pet supplies, and they were able to increase their overall revenue from email by 400%. And yeah, by 400%. We're talking major cash money, like a very tidy sum, right? And you want to know what their secret was? Their secret was that they got a decent looking template and sent on a regular basis. That's it. That means before they were making that money, all that money was just on the table and they weren't taking advantage of it, which is why I always laugh when people say like, oh, is email dead? And I'm like, well, you definitely want your competitors to think that. So like, I'll go like, I want my competitors to think that, but no, email is thriving and it's how you can make a lot of money. You just need to spend some time with it and be consistent. And I know that sounds like such a boring answer, like, oh, hey, just clean your room. But you can't argue with the results. I mean, they're now pulling in so much more money than they were, but just by sending once a week. Then they're doing occasional remails. So it was meant to happen. Another really good, actually, Ohad just reminded me, another really great welcome message I got recently was written in the first person from the Shopify owner of the brand. It happened to be magnetic eyelashes that go in these things. And the letter was all about how this woman had, came from an immigrant family and she created this product and now she's selling it and she's so proud, like what kind of a little snippet of her life story and how important the company is to her. And it felt really personal and it was really sweet and it just stuck in my mind. And ultimately, like, I had been investigating a lot of different brands, but I went with that one because I felt more of a connection with her and kind of like her intrinsic story too. So like that was just I just got that a little while ago and I wanted to make sure to share it because it's not like no one coded that email. Like it was a very simple email. It was just a plain text message. So I really liked it a lot. As far as failures go, I think like I said earlier, the stuff that we see a lot is people not thinking through their email content or overworking it. And the reality is like, just get a pretty straightforward, foolproof layout and then reuse it in different ways, putting in new content. But, don't put in like a novel or don't put in like weird pictures of your dog or, like make it like a blog post. The job of the email is to get people from the email to your website and then the website sells them. And so you want to just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, that's very inspiring about the two stories that you tell. And magnetic eyelashes, Castro, you have to share with us what that one later.
I know. Yeah, I'm excited. They're coming.
Yeah. So what about you, Ohad? Yeah. Can you tell us a success story or even a failure lesson to illustrate the do's and don'ts that we've been discussing?
Yeah, I could. I mean, I won't be saying anything new because Castro's already said it all. But so I want to relate to something someone asked earlier about metrics. So, and Castro, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I feel that if you're not generating at least 20% of your revenue from emails, you're not doing it right. Then I would say if you're around 30%, you're in the right direction. But yeah, you can even get higher than that if you do it properly. And the story is, for example, you were talking about a pet store. So that's something that I like to say. Instead of collecting the birthday, one of our clients, he said, "All right, when's your pet's birthday?" and then we'll give your pet a coupon. And then that got people converted like crazy. That had people submitting their emails and their pets' birthdays, and that was a nice original take on on an old approach.
Yeah, that's very nice to hear because people love pets, right? And talking to their pets can be a great way like to create a bond with your customers. Yeah. Well, the email marketing world is huge and there's so many more we can learn from and apply to your business. And I'm sure that our audience watching this webinar today will find these sharing tips very useful